mosaic that came from a Samaritan synagogue from the Byzantine period. And what's interesting is the Samaritans today say they never had a temple. And clearly the mosaic represents the entrance to a temple. They say, no, we only ever had the tabernacle. That's not the tabernacle. The tabernacle didn't have doors with bars on it and 4 pillars in the front. That was the typical depiction of the temple in Jerusalem and other temples of that period. And so this is actually a debate in history. How is it that, or why is it that they depict a temple when they say today they had no temple? Josephus mentions that they had a temple that was destroyed by one of the Hasmoneans, John Hyrcanus, in the 2nd century BCE. So it's possible that the early Samaritans did believe they had a temple, and later on they forgot about it. But that's unbelievable. We don't forget about the destruction of our temple. They forgot they had a temple. It's a mystery of history. Here we have my favorite object in the museum, or one of my favorite, of course. It's on the cover of a book I wrote, and this is the Seat of Moses from Chorazin in northern Israel. Now, if you go to the site of Chorazin, which is a synagogue in northern Israel, they have a replica of this. But this is the original Seat of Moses. And the idea was that in every synagogue, they had a chair where somebody would sit, and they would teach with authority, and you had to obey what they said. And famously in the New Testament, Yeshua says, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. In the Greek, all therefore whatever they bid you observe, they command you to observe, that observe and do. What is the Seat of Moses? It was a special chair in the synagogue where somebody would sit, and the person with authority would sit, and you had to obey them. That's an interesting symbol on the back. Have we seen that anywhere before? I'll let you look at some of the other videos and figure that out. Now, here we have something from the early Islamic period, and it looks like a carpet, but it's made of mosaic. So what happened was the Muslims conquered Israel, and they had Byzantine artisans who knew how to make mosaics, but didn't know how to make carpets. So when they set up a mosque in Ramla, which is a city that they established, it's the only city that was established by Arabs, I guess until the 21st century, in the land of Israel. They didn't have carpet makers, but they had somebody come make a mosaic. That must have been killer on the knees to bow down on that thing. But what's interesting is you look at the mosaics in synagogues and they look like carpets. They have a carpet layout.